Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and today we're going to be removing the stock catted H-pipe. So for this, I like to take the jack and put it a little bit farther back on the support beam to lift up on it, and that way I can put the jack stand towards the front. And so we want it up pretty high so we can get the X-pipe or the H-pipe out. And so now we're going to come around on the passenger side and do the same thing. So just make sure as you're lifting on one side it doesn't fall off of the jack stand, and make sure the jack stands are centered and firm and get them up pretty high. Next, we're going to pop the hood, and we're going to take off this 8mm bolt here to remove our battery ground or the black cable, because we'll be near the starter. Now we're going to take a 7/8" wrench, and we're going to remove the O2 sensors. So we're going to go ahead and put our wrench on here and turn it counterclockwise, and that will unspin these. We don't need to disconnect them. If you want to, you can. There's enough wiggle room in the wires that they can twist a little bit and just be unthreaded. So we're going to do that on both sides here. And so again, just break them loose and twist them, and you'll be able to unthread them, and soon they'll just be basically hanging up in there, and so that works just fine. Okay, so next we're going to go after these exhaust bolts with a 15mm. And so you'll need a deep socket for the stud and then an extension. So on the driver's side, it's pretty straightforward. You have a pretty straight shot all the way from the bottom bolt or the top bolt. All you need is some extensions to get back far enough. And these bolts can be on pretty tight, so definitely if you have some liquid wrench or whatnot, I'd spray them and soak them. And you'll even need a breaker bar. For the driver's side, you'll need this U-joint. And so for the top, I'll show you how I have it here. We have our breaker bar. We have a pretty long extension going up. And as you can see, that U-joint comes in handy for the angle for the top bolt there, the top nut on the driver's or the passenger side. And so we can get on that one pretty easy. But a lot of people have trouble with the bottom bolt. And so what I've come up with is if you use a 15mm half-inch drive, it acts as a deep socket. So if you look at it, it's a little bit shorter, but it is kind of like a deep socket just being a half-inch drive. It's a bigger socket. So this is what I use with a U-joint, and here's what it looks like. I have my extensions going up in there, and it's perfectly fits on there, and you can see we're barely rubbing against the body, but that's where the 3/8" drive deep socket would actually rub against the body, and a lot of people can't get onto that bolt. So my trick is a half-inch drive, 15mm, and with that U-joint, and it works out perfect. Again, liquid wrench is your friend here on these bolts that have gotten really hot and rusted. So just soak them down if it's giving you trouble, and come back a few minutes later and break them loose. And so I just have my big breaker bar here with some extensions, and we can get right on it. So that is the way that I can get right into here. And then on the driver's side, I did have the entire stud come out with instead of the nut coming off, and that happens, and it's okay. So just let it come out, remove the entire stud with it, and a little bit later in the video we'll show you how to separate it. But as you can see, it just kind of came off here, and it's just going to come out with it, and that's fine. Next, we're going to remove the rear O2 sensors, and for this we're going to undo it at the plug. And so you're just going to push down on this tab like this, and then you're going to use a screwdriver to help kind of pry it out, and these will slide right out. For the rear bolts, it's really easy because they have a self-locking nut on the backside, so all you need is 15mm to take off the nuts. And again, you can soak them with some liquid wrench if you want to, but just take all 4 of those off. And the backside just has a little latch that flips around and self-locks it to help them unlock, so it's really nice on those. Next, you're just going to separate the mid-pipe by pulling it apart. Sometimes you can kick on the mufflers with your feet just to kind of separate it. And what I like to do is be under it here, as you can see, so I can lower it down out, and I'm just on my back. I basically just kind of crawl my way out. If you have a friend, definitely have them help you get it out, but this is why the car needs to be kind of high in the front. Just be careful of the jack stands at this point too, that you don't hit them as you're walking your way out. But you can see me just kind of crab walking this out, and that's how we can get it out from underneath the car. So now the factory H pipe is removed, and if you want to take the O2s off, now is an easier way to do it outside of the car. And now for our stud that was stuck, what I like to do is actually tighten it up first with the impact gun, and once it's tightened, then loosen it, and it can usually break it free, and it comes right off. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks, guys.